Howdy folks, hope everybody's doing well this morning. Today's soap is going to be brought to us from Catie Bubbles. This name is Sunset. And let's see if let's see, trying to remember some of the scents. It's Lavender, Vetiver, and Clary Sage. I don't know if you can see that print is very tiny, and my eyes this morning don't like looking at a print that small, so I'm trying to remember what all it was about. I'm going to be following the shave up with the sample from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements aftershave here, and this one here is Alt-Elleven. And I don't, if you're wondering, are the two scents alike? I don't think so. It's just this is just what I picked to go with the aftershave. Thought I'd give it a try, see how it works out. And also the shaver of the day is matter of fact, you may have seen Manny use his Gem G bar yesterday. Yesterday was Manny's birthday, and this one here's got a gem blade in it. You can find these usually pretty easy online, in pretty good shape, just like that one there. Got this. My nose is itching this morning. Got it whipped up with a fuller brush that's got a badger knot, and this one here came to me, by the way, a strike gold shave. It's whipped up here in a wooden bowl. It's got some grooves in it. It's not drippy, but it is somewhat wet, moist. Perhaps might be a better way of describing it. Maybe my nose will stop itching here in a moment. Also got the Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements alum block complete with rubber band this morning, and also got the unscented witch hazel from Stirling that is mentholated. My usual suspects there. And we'll go ahead and get started. I've already put a hot towel to the face this morning, and go ahead and use the Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements Ice Cube, and it is getting smaller. when you start out with about 8 ounces of pre-shave soap, it's going to last you a little while. It's doing pretty good so far. Starting to get a little bit cooler. It is September here in Oklahoma, and so the highs and lows starting to affect my nose a little bit more than, I guess you might say, what, through the summer months when the temperature is a lot more consistent. Hot. The Gem G bar, like I was mentioning, they are pretty plentiful. They're not too difficult to find, and usually you can find them in a pretty good shape and at what I would consider a reasonable price, especially for a shaver that is vintage and as good a shape as this one here is in. And it's a wide range of prices, and for me, when I'm looking at them on eBay, I try to keep those sort of things within a particular price range, and if I get them there, that's when I go ahead and I'll try to buy one. They can get quite expensive. It's about like the Gem Micromatics. I was looking at a few of them on eBay, and even, how can you say, not a complete set with the case, have a tendency to run right around the $40–50 mark. I guess maybe I was just lucky I got mine cheaper than that. But I've mentioned it from time to time, if you're buying this sort of thing on eBay, patience is required if you're going to get a good price. And sometimes the best time to buy is around the holidays, especially when you're bidding on them, because face it, a lot of folks are busy doing other things, and that gives you the advantage that there may not be very many bidders, very many people interested in the same item you're interested in, so you might get it at a pretty good price. Probably the best tip for this particular shaver is you come pretty close to riding that cap. Kind of see how that angle is set right there. if you start out right in that cap right there at that angle, and especially for your first time, that's probably the best place to start until you get a good idea how the shaver is going to work for you. In my opinion, this shaver is not the most aggressive by any means, especially if you're going to ride it at that angle. But you can start working your way up, tilting your angle that works best for you. But this, as goes for mildness, I would put it pretty close to the flying wing as it goes for the Micromatics. For me, this Teflon coated blade really works well for this shaver. Blade feel is, how can you say, at least in my opinion, my experience, it's minimal. I mean, it's there, but it's not to the point where it's like, oh my gosh, that blade feel is just, monumental. Yeah, I've had a few shavers where that blade feel is like, oh my gosh, this thing's aggressive. In my opinion, that's not the feel that I get with this shaver here. It's a pretty nice shaver. The other thing you might want to pay close attention to is the fact that it is a flip top. That spring might be a little weak. I know, of course, since you're buying it from eBay online or anywhere else online, as far as that goes, it's kind of a flippable coin, whether or not that spring is going to be in good shape or not. Just one of those things. Buying things online, you just kind of have to take it that it is in good shape. Now, the soap sample, I was picking up the scent yesterday. Today's a new day and my nose is not working all that well. I think it's the Vetiver that I'm picking up this morning. Now, yesterday it was lavender. But not my nose this morning. I spent quite a bit of time blowing my nose. It just keeps right on running. So your experience with this soap, scent-wise, probably going to be a lot different than what mine is today. It smells pretty good. Don't have a problem with the scent. And as it goes for Catie's Bubbles, I haven't had any issues with the performance of the soap. Never have. Haven't used it that much. But it's pretty nice soap. I really do like this razor. It could easily be a daily driver. It's just gentle enough to use every day, but efficient enough to use every day. Yeah, there's not, matter of fact, this third pass, really could be more of a pickup pass than as opposed to an against the grain pass. There's not that much left. These few little areas down around here on my neck is, pretty typical for me. But if you get an efficient shaver, usually for me that third pass is really a pickup pass. There's not a whole lot left. Most of it's on my neck where it grows in different directions, right underneath my jaw. Cheeks are already pretty smooth. I have another fuller brush. I probably should mention this. If you've seen very many of my videos, you may have seen I have another, in other words, I have two of these. One of them, I think, has what I'm referring to as the original knot. It's a very tall loft. And it's not badger, it's boar. And I like both of them. I like the taller knots anyway. As it goes for boar knots, I'm quite alright with boar knots. I'm more comfortable with the boar knot than I am with the badger. I'll have a link down below for the number of these items where you might be able to locate them. And I'm not too sure. I didn't think to check Catie's Bubbles website to see if this particular scent is still being offered at the moment. I'll also put a link to Colorado Razor Designs website. He still makes wood bowls. Mine source of wooden bowls, in other words, is no longer making them, unfortunately, because I really like these bowls. These are pretty well made bowls. Yeah, my face is going to be awfully smooth this morning. Post-shave face feels pretty well moisturized. Doesn't feel dried out. Like I say, I've never had an issue with Catie's Bubbles doing that sort of thing. Matter of fact, most of the time nowadays, you probably, most of the artisan shaving soaps, you're not going to have much of an issue on that. Things have improved over time. I've used some of the older samples, I say samples of older soaps before. I didn't think they were that bad to begin with, but they have improved over time. Yeah, my face is pretty darn smooth. Like I say, this would make for a really nice daily shaver, especially for me. My face feels so smooth. Good shave this morning. Boy, it's this is the kind of shave that you start the week with. Nice, smooth, comfortable. Nothing too terribly aggressive. If there's anything in the way of aggressive shave, usually that's more or less for me a Saturday shave where I can really focus on my shave. I'm not in a hurry trying to get ready for work or anything quite like that. And my Sunday and Mondays are usually kind of prefer easygoing shaves. I think I've got some. Yeah, Jill would have pointed that out. Soap back there behind my ear. Got just a little bit of stain, but it's not a wholesale spot, just a little pinpoint spot here and there. Which is kind of typical for me with a gem blade. I just barely smell the soap, just a little bit. Witch hazel here. I do give this one here a good shake with the menthol in there. When I first got this one here, the menthol crystals were right at the top of the container. So always kind of, if you like menthol, it always kind of puts a smile on the face when you see the crystals. Kind of gives you the impression there's plenty in there. It's not over the top. It doesn't freeze your face off, but it is plenty in there to let you know that the menthol crystals are in there. Nice cooling effect right now. And the last shave I had on video with the Cello Cool, that was that combination in between the witch hazel and the aftershave was just awesome. Face feels wonderful. All right, going with the aftershave here this morning. We'll see. I know I went ahead and opened it yesterday. Yes, I never did have. I had Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements used to sell a jar of like shea butter, and I had a tub of that. That's how I got started with the Alt-Elleven, the scent, and I thought the scent was just fantastic. And but I have yet to get the soap or the aftershave. It's on my to get list, but this scent is really nice. I'll put a link down below to this goodness because for me, I just wow, it is just an awesome scent. Matter of fact, I got a little bit left in this one here to show you what I'm talking about. This one here, the scent is Sundown, and this is what I was talking about. It's just a tub of, I guess you might say, might be able to use it as a after the shave type thing, moisturizer, if you will. And for me, I was using it especially right around here, and even you could even use it as a beard moisturizer, if you will. And I would use the Alt-Elleven every once in a while, and finally ran out of it. Got just a little bit of the sundown left on that one. But it doesn't make it anymore, so you'd be hard-pressed finding it. Face feels wonderful. I had a great shave this morning. Hope everybody's doing well. Stay safe, stay healthy. Smooth shaves to you.